Severance fans, welcome back. If you just finished episode 9, you probably have a lot of questions because this episode dropped some serious bombshells. We're talking secret allegiances, major character shifts, and hints about what's coming in the finale. So today, we're breaking it all down. The biggest hidden clues you might have missed, what's really going on with Gemma, and some mind-blowing predictions for how this season might end. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one, so hit the like button, grab your waffle party snacks, and let's get into it. Let's start with what actually happened in episode 9. This episode felt like the calm before the storm, only if you really pay attention, you realize the storm is already here. Mark and Devon's secret plan. Can Cobel be trusted? Mark finally told Devon everything about Lumon, and they decided to work with Harmony Cobel to get inside information. This is a huge shift. Cobel spent most of the series as Lumon's most dedicated servant, but now she's teaming up with Mark and Devon? That just doesn't add up. At least, not unless she has an agenda of her own. I've got a theory. Cobel doesn't just want to take Lumon down, she wants to take it over. She's seen how unstable the Eagans are, and if she can expose them while keeping the power structure intact, she could replace them. Irving's escape was intense, but really stood out was Bert's backstory. Turns out, Bert knew more about Lumon than we thought. Some fans believe Bert was once a higher up in Lumon's hierarchy before being severed and reset. That would explain his hesitation with talking about his past and why he seems to recognize certain names and locations inside of Lumon. Dylan's fate. What really happens when you resign? Dylan requesting resignation might be the most terrifying moment of the episode. We've never seen what happens when someone willingly resigns from Lumon. When people are fired, we've seen the consequences. People vanish, memories are erased, and some just disappear. So what happens when you volunteer to leave? Here's my theory. Your consciousness doesn't just get erased, it gets recycled. Lumon might be using past employees as templates for new severed workers. 2. Your outie is forced to undergo a deeper, irreversible procedure, meaning if you leave, you'll never be the same person again. Or, stick with me here, resignation actually means being turned into a permanent worker. No outie, no real life, just work. Forever. Hidden clues and fan theories. Let's talk about the biggest hidden clues in episode 9 because if you weren't paying attention closely, you might have missed some major foreshadowing. Let's talk about the episode title, The After Hours. This isn't just a cool name, it's a direct reference to a 1960 Twilight Zone episode. In that episode, a woman slowly realizes that she's actually a mannequin, forced to live as a human temporarily before being put back on display. Sound familiar? We've been assuming that Lumon somehow revived her, but what if that's wrong? What if Gemma was never real to begin with? What if she's a manufactured consciousness, a test subject to see if Lumon can create people entirely through Severance? 2. Is Kier alive inside the severed world? There's been a long-running theory that Kier Eagan, the founder of Lumon, isn't dead. What if Kier uploaded his consciousness into the severed system and has been controlling Lumon from inside the severed world? It would explain why employees worship him like he's still present, why severed workers have a strange sense of loyalty they can't explain, and why Lumon is so obsessed with keeping severed minds separate from the real world. The numbers 19 and 108. What they mean for the finale. In episode 9, the number 19 appears a lot. On monitors, on room numbers, even subtly hidden in the dialogue. In biblical numerology, the number 19 represents divine judgment. And if that's not a clue that Lumon is about to be judged for its crimes, I don't know what is. And then there's 108, the sum of all the department numbers in Lumon. A lot of people think 108 could be a failsafe code, the key to either shutting Lumon down forever or activating something far worse. Predictions for the finale and how will it all end? Mark's final stand. Can he save Gemma? Mark is running out of time. His innie is starting to wake up in his outie's world, and if he doesn't act fast, Lumon might erase him for good. Irving and Bert's tragic ending. There's no way both of them make it out alive. Either Irving sacrifices himself to Bert or Bert betrays Irving. Either way, I expect heartbreak. The finale's last shot, Dylan wakes up somewhere new. I think the final shot of the season is going to be Dylan waking up, but not in Lumon. Instead, he wakes up in a completely different life with no memory of who he is, proving that Lumon's severance technology is even more advanced than we thought. Alright, that's a wrap on our episode 9 breakdown, but now I want to hear from you. What do you think happens in the finale? Will Mark save Gemma? Is Kier still alive? And what is Lumon really planning? Drop your theories in the comments below and let's get the discussion going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for all things Severance. Till next time, stay curious.